I'm not what anybody would consider delicate in any way, shape, or form. But I got a fragrance in from Max Aroma from a brand that I've never heard of. And when I saw the actual bottle, I was like, wow, a bottle with purpose. Like there's so much I can do with this fragrance bottle rather than just keeping it on display. And not to mention the actual scent profile is lovely. Let's roll my motherfucking music so we can put you onto this fragrance with a bottle with purpose.
I'm kind of a big
Blessed morning, my beautiful peoples. You know who it is. It's your boy, C to the U to the B to the A. It's early morning. I just did my stretching, you know what I'm saying? I did my squat game. You know, I'm trying to get buff and shit, get my squat game up. That's not accurate. I just stretched. Because once you start getting older, shit starts getting a little bit tighter and things start cracking and popping and you get all these airy things and I'm just a fucking mess. So I got a fragrance in by Max Aroma. Shout out to Max Aroma for sponsoring this video and sending me this fragrance that I've never heard of. Now I've gotten that opportunity to not only smell this at Max Aroma, but obviously in my home, and this is not a first impressions. It's actually been worn twice. One of the things that I can tell you about this fragrance is that the main thing that caught my attention was the bottle. The fragrance that I'm talking about is by a brand called Noeme, and that's Kalahari. I've never heard about this particular brand, and we have a very simple yet elegant presentation with little details here. I'm a sucker for little details when it comes to presentation, so I appreciate that. But it's the bottle that intrigued me because you will never see a cap like this out there in your life. And this is a cap with purpose. Here is the Kalahari presentation. Now I'm gonna give you a couple of seconds to guess on what you can particularly use this for. It's not a cigar holder, it's a cock ring. It comes with a cock. It's amazing. Perfect size and still have a lot of room to spare for me. It's a fragrance where you can literally hold your ball, you know, you can just put it there, you know what I'm saying? And just, it's comfortable, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be loud, it's just there. I think it's fucking perfect. Best invention ever. It's metal, it's smooth, you know what I'm saying? It has enough room to whip. Heavy duty, and it's smooth. There's no sharpness, so you don't gotta worry about it. It's got little holes for it to breathe. I mean, thinking about the consumer. I appreciate it. But let's jump to the fragrance, and first we're gonna start off with the fragrance notes. So the notes are listed as cardamom, saffron, amberette, labdanum, cedar, cashmere, incense, and musk. This is not a projection beast. Most fragrances don't really need to be a projection beast. I know everybody wants fragrances to last 7 weeks on your skin. I don't understand why, honestly, but to each their own. For me, I've only gotten about 4.5 to 5 hours off skin performance-wise. But it is such a soft, inviting, sexy fragrance that I don't mind that performance issue at all. I mean, if you really have a performance issue, they put it here to hold it up so you don't need to, you know, take a pill. When I smell this fragrance that I'm currently wearing, it smells like a sexy hug. It's a perfectly unisex fragrance in conjunction with the law of attraction. When you spray this fragrance, it wants to bring people in to kind of figure out what's going on. You've ever have a conversation with somebody and you're wearing a solid, like a very sexy fragrance, and you've noticed in the middle of the conversation, the person gets a little bit closer, pretending that they're listening, but they're really just trying to get a whiff? I think this is a fragrance that really can produce that kind of reaction. In smelling this fragrance while wearing it right now, it feels like a retail ready fragrance. What I mean by that is, imagine people pumping something through the oxygen in a retail store and making you feel like really comfortable and kind of serene before spending and blowing that bag. I feel like Kalahari has that kind of DNA. There is absolutely nothing offensive here. It's extremely inviting, warm, cozy, sexy, not too sweet, not too musky, not too spicy. I feel it's really perfectly balanced across the board, and such a I keep going to the word inviting, but it's a very easy to wear inviting fragrance. The notes here are listed perfectly. You have a little bit of spice, you got a little bit of musk, you have just the right amount of sweetness, and then you also have this right amount of freshness. It's a perfectly balanced, versatile fragrance that you can wear all season long. The problem is the performance. If 4 to 5 hours seems shitty to you, I understand, that's your prerogative. For me, I think it's perfectly fine. Overspray a little bit more. It's not gonna offend anybody. It's not gonna have you sneezing throughout the afternoon. The DNA for me kind of screams a little bit Byredo-ish mixed with Le Labo. That kind of hybrid mix. I think it's a super, super wearable fragrance. And for me, although it's lacking performance, I'm not a performance whore. So for me, it's a full ball spray. It's so inviting, and it's been a while that I haven't smelled a comforting fragrance. Like, just a true fucking warm hug. Maybe I need to call my mother because I'm feeling emo. Ball sprayer it is. Yeah, I'm gonna spray more. Since I know it's, you know, performance lacking. It's like the warmest amber, freshy, musky, slightly spicy, no harsh citric notes, just the right amount of sweetness. This is a beautiful fragrance with purpose. I love y'all motherfuckers from the heart. Let me know if you tried any fragrances from this line, and I'll see y'all bitches next time. You know who it is, biggest in the game. Smooches.
Cubaknow, 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 Cubaknow. What's fresh? Who's best? Wanna know who's gonna pass the test? Cubaknow.
For the fly gun holder, money folder, Motorola start tack when it's time to call back. For the rough, rugged, and raw way, this nigga Jay, it's a game, but he don't play. Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense you never get in. It's nonsense that you would think that you would.